Welcome back, everybody. We are in my garage today, working solo on a project. Give you a little idea what we're looking at in my garage. Today we have a special for you. I'm going to take all of these parts, nice and shiny and brand new. Some are used, but mostly new. And we are putting them into a CT70. Managed to pick this up a couple weeks ago at a reasonable price, although it needed quite a bit of work. Missing all the decals and everything. It had a 125 engine put into it. We're just going to roll with that right now and just do a top end on it. We got new brake calipers, new brake assembly. We have a new fuel tank, front end forks, rear shocks, pegs, clutch cable, rear brake cable assembly, rear brake assembly. And actually the front clutch cable, since this doesn't actually have a clutch, will be hooked into the rear brake to give you a rear brake on your handlebar. The front brake I have not ordered yet, but I will be getting a front brake, a new exhaust, and probably new wheels. But here's what we got. Alright, we're going to be starting with the knobs. You can see there's one there and one not there. And I got two brand new knobs. So let's get to it. And just like that, we're halfway there. Just got one more knob to do and we will be done. And that's two brand new knobs. Now let's move on to the next step. Next are the shocks. Okay. Ooh, look at those shiny, heavy-duty shocks. And why did I get heavy-duty? Because I'm kind of a big boy. And I thought, hey, we're on a mini bike. I had to do some heavy-duty. So, let's get to it. Whoo, look at that. Shiny and new. Those did not take long to bang out at all. And she's going to be pretty when she's all done. Got new knobs, got new shocks. I think we're going to move on to the front shocks, guys. Yeah, I got new foot pegs put on. Not a huge fan of them. I may be looking at different ones. But for right now, I think they'll work. Alright guys, we hit a little snaggletooth. The parts I ordered for the front forks are for the front forks of a 1974, which is what this frame is, a 1974. However, for anybody who knows CT70s would probably recognize that that is not the steering column for a 1974. It's for a 1969 or 1970, which uses different shocks. So I ordered the right steering column, the right handlebars. They will be here hopefully within a week or so, and I can finish this restoration. Otherwise, I'm gonna get back at it and keep on keeping on. Next we're pulling the front wheel and we're gonna do the brakes. And we might clean up the wheel some, I'm sure we will, at least a little bit. Clean up the rim there, just make it look a little nicer than it does right now. Maybe paint it, maybe not. Haven't decided yet on that. The back wheel will be the next thing coming off, and I will, like I said, I got a new one of these coming in. This is for 1969 or 1970. So if anybody has a 1969 or 1970 CT70 and they need a steering column and handlebars, I would have a set here available for sale with all of the bearings, nuts, and everything else you need to install it. Speaking of bearings, to see about this thing. That thing's got some new bearings of some sort, I'm sure. And it looks like this thing didn't even have bearings in it. So, yep. Bearing plate is empty. So this thing had no bearings in the steering column. Amazing. Good thing we got new ones on its way. Alright guys, what's a good video without struggle? Since I'm alone, check out the new pads. Nice. Oh yeah. But I have to get the springs on. I wanted to video it for you guys, but I only have so many hands, so see if we can do this. It's almost there. And we're back. There's two springs on. That is the front brake assembly. Yeah, I know I didn't clean up the outside of it. I will be, but I just haven't yet. I'm about to slap it back onto the wheel and clean it up. We're getting there. We are getting there, guys. Brand new, beautiful, beautiful looking fuel tank. I'm gonna drop it in. Just to see the fitment. Ooh, fits like a glove. Look at that, guys. Got some rubber thingies tossed in here. Do the fuel lines. I'll do the fuel petcock in its place, which I believe is up here somewhere. Or maybe it's on this side. I don't think it's on the exhaust side. We'll figure out where that gets mounted, mount that up, run our fuel lines. It'd be cool. Look at that, we are about halfway done with the brakes for the back. The back wheel is also pretty ugly looking. We'll probably have to clean that one up. And don't worry guys, I am getting new tires, although I don't have them ordered yet. Alright guys, I got a lot done today. Got the rear brake assembly put on. Got the engine pulled off. Found out some of my parts won't work, but most of them will, so I'm going to keep trucking along while I wait for other parts to show up. The last thing I need is the exhaust, and I think that'll be it, honestly. I think everything else is already on its way. We're here. So, there it is so far. Alright guys, it's a new day. Let's see where we left off at. I have taken off the engine. I've installed the brake, the rear brake lever. I have not installed the cable yet. Okay, but it was working. Got the new shocks on in the back. And I have all the electrical pulled out that I'll be redoing. But as of right now, it's all pulled apart. So, here's the engine on my workbench. There's the new piston and cylinder and valve guides and head gaskets and gaskets. And I may have another brand new head around here somewhere, I think, with brand new valves in it. And if I do, I'll be swapping those as well. And as far as the nose goes, where'd that go? So that one again is off 69 or 70, which sucks. So that is not what this is. And because of that, all of those pieces are different. Every one, the top, the handlebar piece, the shafts here, these two shafts, and in fact these two shocks. So what that means is I actually got the new parts on order. They should be here by next week. So we won't be riding this till next week, unfortunately. But for now, I'm gonna overhaul this engine. I'll be back with you when I got the head off. Hey guys, got the old piston and cylinder head off, everything pulled down. Guess what? The guy screwed me again, because that's not 124 centimeters. So this doesn't work because the wrist pin is too big. Doesn't fit. Story of my life with this stupid thing. So I can't put my new cylinder or rings or piston in. Luckily, looking at this one, he was running a little rich, but it doesn't look terrible. So I will reuse this guy. I'll hone the cylinder a little bit just to clean it up. I'll clean up the head. Maybe remove the valves and clean them up. Here's what the head looks like. Like I said, he's running it pretty rich. Otherwise, it doesn't look terrible. So, I guess I'll just rebuild it the way it is, and hopefully we get a pretty sweet runner out of this thing. I'll get back at you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back. As you can see, I got the CT70 put together. Just a second. There you go. It's got a 110 cc engine in it now. Brand new fuel tank, shocks, completely new front end. I also redid all of the wiring. I did it all myself. I will be adding lights eventually, but I have not added them yet. It is equipped to accept lights. We have a brand new exhaust, brand new foot pegs, rear brake mechanism, whole shebang. Just put the seat back on. And in a second, I will be putting the battery box. The only thing that is new, but it's something I had to make, was the battery box, because I could not find one that I liked that would hold a 12-volt battery. So I made one that would hold a 12-volt battery, and I just got to drill a couple holes in it to line up with the holes right here and there on the frame, and that will mount the battery box. Get all my wires attached to it and give it a little quick turn over so you guys can hear it turn over. I'll be back with you. Alright guys, let's give you a little rundown of what I did today. I got the battery put back in with the new battery box. Seat back on. Get the seat lifted up here. Battery is in place with the battery box. I'm probably going to put a rubber pad up above here just to give it a little extra protection up here so that it doesn't ground out on the top here. Just a little safety measure, but other than that, it is good to go. And key on, start button. Look at that. I just gotta put some gas in it, get a carb hooked up, hook up fuel lines, and I'm done. So that's the next thing I'm gonna be working on. Later, guys. So let's go see what we got on my part shelf over here. Just what I wanted, right there. Exactly what I needed. So I'll be cutting these fuel lines since they don't need to be that long. They're going to right there. Fuel lines going to right here. This one goes to the carb. And that one will get split off here in just a minute. So you guys, fuel lines are all hooked up into place. Carburetor is in place. And of course, the chain's not on. But of course, everything's ready to go. And I have no gasoline. God darn it. So, we're gonna have to wait till tomorrow when I can get some gasoline to give it a test ride. But, that's it for tonight. It's ready to go, it just needs fuel. Hey guys, new day. I got a rear sprocket. Look at how rounded those teeth are compared to the brand new one. That the teeth are much thicker and more intact. So I think this will fix my problem. That is the goal, is to fix the problem I've been having with the chain popping off. So here we are, taking apart again. If I can get it running, I'll try to make a little video for you guys. I'll be back. It's dangerous.